Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of a Man once again, and today we are doing another first impressions video. Today we're going to cover two different books, and the general theme that connects them is that it's shoujo with a historical drama slash fantasy emphasis, I guess. So we're going to look at two different titles from Viz Media, and then we're just going to do it the same way we do the other ones, where I just give you the general book stats, like the name, the publisher, the author, all that type of stuff. Then I'll give you the premise, and then I'll give you a bit of a talking point, I guess, about what I found interesting in the novel, or in the manga, not the novel, sorry. And that will be it. I'm going to divide it into sections. So the first section is going to be the first book, and the second section is the second book. And feel free to skip to the section you like. It'll be down in the description in the chapters section, or just down here in the progress bar of the video. So let's just jump into it now. The first book I'm going to be looking at is Requiem of the Rose King. This is written by Aya Kano, who also wrote Ottoman and I think a few other manga series, but I'm not interested in any of them. Although I do know that Ottoman is a very big one that a lot of people enjoyed, but I've also heard that there were some issues there with the type of relationship that was present. So that's it there, I guess. And the publisher here is Viz Media, obviously, as you guys can see right there. The demographic is shoujo, obviously, since we are doing an exploration of shoujo this month. And the genres here are fantasy, historical drama, and romance. And this does not currently have an adaptation, but this would be really, really nice in an anime. There's a lot of scenes of war and kind of like, important motion that happens here that I think would be really nice to see in a television show, especially an animated one. It would kind of be similar to maybe Vinland Saga, or if we're looking at a live action adaptation of a book, it would kind of be more like either The Last Kingdom or Outlander, something like that. I think it'd be really nice. And the premise here is basically that this takes two different Shakespearean plays. I think one of them is Henry V and the other is something else. I don't remember, but it's two different ones. They're about the War of the Roses, that kind of period. And it follows the battle between two houses of England, the House of York and the House of Lancaster. And it focused on Richard III, this character right here, as he struggles with this reality. The fact that, his father is fighting for a throne that he was supposed to get, and with his own reality as an individual, because he happens to be intersex, I think is the right term, which means that he has genitals or like sexual organs or, facets of both male and female characteristics. And he has to struggle with that in a time period where, that would probably not be accepted. And it's a very interesting, very cool story. I really enjoyed it. The art is really awesome here. I really liked it. I think it's very powerful in terms of the expressions of the characters. It does lean a little bit towards having that pretty boy aesthetic, where all the male characters are very refined and have very narrow and sharp faces, and their noses are long and distinguished, and they all have long hair, and they all look beautiful. But I think it really works. It fits in with that kind of idea of the aristocracy being a lot more pretty looking that we kind of see in historical art, which I think is very interesting and works really nicely. Obviously, this is actually because it's shoujo, not... Oh, I mean, maybe the author actually did it on purpose, but I very much doubt it. I think this is just because those are the conventions for art in shoujo. And I really found the representation of, what's the right word? Like a non-heteronormative, a main character. I thought that was really interesting. I've never read something like that before. I mean, actually, have I? No, I don't think I have, but I thought it was really interesting, and I'm really excited to see where the story goes in that aspect specifically, although the general story is amazing regardless. I do want to see how, you know, the fact that he is intersex kind of happens and kind of affects him as a person, and maybe hope to see him be accepted, or at least accept himself as, you know, his, like, according to his situation and his reality. And I'm really interested in just reading the rest of it. I really found this wonderful. This is definitely something I'm going to pick up the next month if I can. Also, if I referred to anything incorrectly, please let me know. I'm not actually well versed in, you know, all of the other correct labels or words or genders, I guess. So please let me know down in the comments if I said anything wrong. I didn't mean disrespect. It's just I'm not aware of the correct terminology. Okay, so the second book we're going to be looking at here today is Prince Freya. This is written by Keiko Ishihara, and this is also published by Viz, as you guys can see right there. This is part of the Shoujo Beat line, but I don't know why this one isn't. I'm not exactly sure how it is defined, if something is Shoujo Beat or not, but that's right there with this really nice gold emblem, which I really liked. I think it looks really nice. And the demographic here is Shoujo. The genres here are fantasy, historical drama, and romance. This is literally the exact same style, or the exact same genres and demographic as the previous one. And this also does not currently have an adaptation. I think this one has 4 books out right now. The first 3 are normal size, and I think the 4th one is slightly thinner. Why that is, I'm not really sure, but I did see it in Manga Sloth's video the other day. So the premise here is that the kingdom of Sigurd is invading its small neighbor, the kingdom of Tyr. And the kingdom of Tyr's only hope is this prince, but now he is dying and he needs to be replaced by someone that looks like him, or, you know, something has to happen in order for the kingdom to not fall. And what they chose to do is replace him with someone that looks like him, in a very pauper, Prince and Pauper type story. And it's Freya that must do this, or else the realm might fall and, you know, they might become subjects to this other kingdom. And yeah, the art here is really nice. I really like it. It does actually stray away from that pretty boy aesthetic a little bit. There's still, you know, some characters that look like that, but most of the regular male characters don't actually look that pretty. They also feel a little bit more like regular shonen protagonists to me in the way that they're drawn and the way they act. And I like that quite a bit. So far, I haven't really noticed that much of a difference in the male characters between shoujo and shonen besides their physical appearance. But I have definitely noticed a lot of differences in the female characters. I'll probably make a video about this separately later on, but here the art is really nice. I really enjoy it. It's very cute, and I really like the way that Freya changes. The way she's drawn is very subtly different when she's herself versus when she's acting as the prince. And I think that that subtlety is really amazing because you can barely notice it, but it's still there and you can tell, and it's so good. I really liked it. The story is really interesting. Overall, I really enjoyed it. And this is also another title that I do want to pick up the next month if I can. These two, at the very least, are the ones that I am going to continue to read. So far, I've liked everything I read, but there's been a few manga that haven't really, like, made me want to pick up more of them. And it's not the case with these two. These two are definitely very, very good. I am really excited to pick up more of them. Now, that's it for me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Help me reach 400 subscribers right now. I think we're at 370 something. And yeah, we're gonna have more shoujo videos coming out the next couple weeks. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I'm gonna have non-shoujo stuff showing up. So if you're interested in that, please do check out the channel tomorrow. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching once again. See you guys later.